Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Tell us what you think in the comments today. We've got Callaway's brand new Apex Ai150. Tell us what you think off the bat.
This actually looks like the club we wish we had, a year ago.
Yep.
Callaway Apex has been one of our #1 selling clubs for, a decade almost, right? And 100, the 200 and 300, great golf clubs, but pretty big and bulky.
Yep.
Not really the player club that we were used to. I'm waiting for this one. This looks really good.
Yeah, I like they've gone with the high chrome finish over that satin on the other ones. It just looks more like a player club.
It does.
And obviously we've got that tidier body shape compared to the 200, 300.
Shorter heel to toe for sure. It looks way more like a, better player club.
Okay, let's talk tech, and then we're going to verify it. Technology is basically they've got 455 steel in the 3-iron to the 7-iron, and they've got 17.4 in the 8-iron wedge.
The shorter clubs.
Right, more control out of those bottom ones. But they've still got the 10 times AI face. So they've still got that impact location, relativity, trying to create consistency through strikes. So we've got a 31-degree 7-iron in the Ai150. We're going to put it head-to-head with the Ai200 because that's the next one up. So that's the one it would blend with. 300 is obviously even stronger again, really more game improvement style. We're going to start off with a 90-mile-an-hour test, just out of the center, see what they do, go back to the 80-mile-an-hour test, and then we'll review all of the key numbers and graphs from there.
Sounds good.
Okay, 90 mile an hour first. Wow, that's straight. Got 5,000 RPMs. And think about other clubs in this model. So this is at 30 degree, and if you're thinking about this area, we're talking like somewhere near 770, somewhere. Yeah, it's like hollow body.
Yeah, it's 770-ish. Maybe maybe a little bit of 770, but not much.
Right, and the 200 is the one we just hit, and it's like that's kind of pushing towards 790, but definitely got like decent amount of spin and a land angle at 47 degrees, carrying 192 yards. So this thing is hot off the face.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're hoping that the Ai150 is going to bring all that control back to this golf club.
That's exactly what we're missing with the bigger ones.
And we've got 1 degree more loft.
Yep.
And if we just, before we hit the Ai150, just talk about the body. We've got less offset, thinner top line, smaller footprint, smaller blade length.
Yeah, overall it's a smaller, better player club.
Tidier club. Yep. Okay, let's snap it in and test it at 90 mile an hour.
All right.
Okay, 5,400. We got 10 yards difference there. 182 carry, 46. Let's just compare
10 yards.
these. Yeah, let's have a look at the table here for a second.
Seems like a lot.
Okay, well, it's a different golf club entirely.
Absolutely different golf club. Yep.
So we saw a quite a decent drop in ball speed. We have got more loft on the 150, like it's totally aimed at more control rather than distance.
Yep.
So that. Although we saw the ball speed drop, we also saw the spin increase. So we're still getting plenty of flight. It's not like it's landing shallow. It's still 46 degrees, but it's totally like aimed at someone with higher speed.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was kind of my beef with the last one. I mean, the 200 and 300. I think were good golf clubs, but a lot of really good players. Not tour players so much, but good players. Single-digit handicaps all played the Apex iron for years. They came out with these 2 new ones, and they're a little more game improvement.
I agree.
As far as the jumping and off-center hits, you lost more distance and stuff, and never really was like the club that we hadn't been in the sales that we've had in the past with the Apex. I think this kind of solves the problem. I think this is just much better player club. Not as jumpy a face anywhere. Cleaner looking package, smaller. I think it's a really good golf club.
Yeah, it's a good addition to the Apex line.
Absolutely.
And especially when you look at that TI Fusions that are in there, there's their premium end. Again, they're like more in this category. This one's kind of standing on its own.
Right.
And I like that it's jumping above their forged line.
Yeah, and I like the forged line. I mean, it's a small market, right? I mean, it's really designed for tour players. They've got 3 of them, obviously a hollow one, a cavity back, and a blade, basically. But, they're really old traditional lofts. I mean, for most of the customers we have, these don't go far enough, right? And they're pretty damn small. Great for John Rahm and stuff, but not so much for the average player, even the good average player. This is kind of the club we were waiting for. I think they did a great job with this.
Okay, well, let's talk about the average player. 80 miles an hour. We see the 150 launching a bit higher, half a degree.
Yeah, it's about 4 yards shorter, which that makes sense. 1 degree.
Yeah.
Makes some sense.
Both-
Landing angle's a little better too.
Yeah, a little steeper.
Yeah.
In that smaller package, and then let's take a look at the dispersion. Really similar. The AI200 come up. Bearing in mind, if you've been watching our channel, we've changed the robot test, we've changed the 80-mile-an-hour test. It's new data.
Right. So definitely you can compare what we're showing on the screen here.
Yeah.
Same swing and everything, but you can't really compare like we tested Mizuno a couple weeks ago to something like this because we're still playing around with swings a bit.
Yeah, but this, like you say, this is a head-to-head,
Yeah.
and we can see that this is still. I mean, they're comparable, but this is definitely a shorter, more players club. The good thing is when you get down in that more lofted, and not that 1 degree is a lot more lofted, but you can still see it work for this player.
Right.
You know, it's not too weak lofted for that.
No, it's not super weak. A 44 degree pitching wedge, and still got a gap wedge at 48. You used to call pitching wedge,
Pitching
right?
wedge, right?
But yeah, interesting, but nothing strange. It's just a good looking golf club. And the other thing, the bevel on the front is different. That's new, which I really like. That looks like a lot of other clubs that have been really popular lately.
Yep.
That have that sharp leading edge kind of beveled off on an angle. I really like that. And the silver looks great too.
Yeah.
The chrome finish looks sharp. It looks like a blade.
All of the manufacturers this year, if you think about all the things,
Right.
we've recorded a lot in a day here, everyone's pushing towards where they haven't been in the prior years. They've gone lower CG, more flight, beveled leading edges. Everything's about bringing back the spin to the game.
Yeah, and I love the fact that we're getting some clubs that are coming out that are actually shorter than the previous models.
Me too.
Not just in this, but in some other ones as well. I just think, obviously you get stuck. You can't keep making the club that goes longer than last year's model and have 10 wedges in your bag. You know? So I agree with this. I think you did a good job here.
Yeah, bring back the spin.
Yep.
We have one more Callaway model. We're not going to hit the embargo date on it. And I think by the time this one's released, it's coming out. But stick around for that.
Yep.
It's a callback to some older stuff they've done. It's I really like it. It's really, really niche forged product. I won't say any more than that. So watch out for that review.
Yeah, there's a lot of clubs that have been out for a while on both the LPGA Tour and the Asian Tours and stuff. So we're looking forward to seeing those actually in the U.S. market.
Yeah. Hit that like and subscribe button. Tell us what you think. Let's see you next time.